Hal Humphreys with Appraiser eLearning. We'll be in Las Vegas next month for the Appraisal Summit. We co-host the Appraisal Summit with the National Association of Appraisers, the NAA. Please join us in Las Vegas, September 16th through 19th to get some much-needed CE and spend some time networking and meeting appraisers from across the country. Now, I've been very clear about this. I'm a proud member of the NAA, and I'm on the board of directors, so it's fair to say that I'm a fan. One of the things the NAA does that I'm a super proud person about is they offer support for boots-on-the-ground appraisers like you and me. One of the ways the NAA supports appraisers is through the Appraiser Relief Fund. When tragedy strikes, the NAA steps in to help appraisers in need. I'm joined today by Joel Greene. Joel is an appraiser over in Greene, South Carolina. Joel, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Hello, good to be here as well.
So, Joel, how long have you, well, tell me a couple things. Where are you from and how long have you been appraising real estate?
Well, I'm actually from Greenville, South Carolina, which is a booming area here in the foothills of South Carolina. So, I ventured into appraising when I was back in the 2000, around 1999, 2000. So I've been in the bushes for quite a while. So measuring and everything. So yeah, I've been with it for about a little 20 plus years, and then I took 8 years off with my wife, helping her get her business started, and then after that I decided to get back into appraising. Took a little time away from it, but then jumped right back in it. So the summer before last, when it was really busy here, there was it was bumper to bumper traffic, people coming in to buy in South Carolina here. So, that was extremely busy. And next thing I know, I started having a good many chest pains, as some appraisers have, is from the not eating the right stuff and all that good stuff, eating on the run and whatnot. So, as we should know, anyhow, it just kept going on, and I just chalked it up as maybe an ulcer. So I started taking care of, like my gut health, but it wasn't that. So woke up one morning and I couldn't breathe, and so I went to the emergency room and to find out that I had a lot of pleural fluid on my lung, and I said that can't be good. So I thought it might have just been something, pneumonia or something. Next thing I know, after they tested the fluid, it was lung cancer. Oh, and it was like I found that out July 8th, and then it was like wow, it's just like you go straight to your knees. What do I do now? So
right.
And then about 2 weeks later, I had the NNA called me up, and they had called me, and I didn't even know they existed. And they were like, "Finally, we found you." So they had been searching for me for quite a while, and once they found out, and they offered me some relief for like my medical bills and stuff such as that, and it really came in handy.
That is, number one, I'm sorry you had to go through that. And, here's the thing, as appraisers, 2001 was quite possibly one of the busiest years I've ever seen. And I've been doing this for 30-something years. And,
right.
You get out in the field, you're doing work nonstop. You're answering 4,862 emails a day from clients wanting you to update the portal, tell them if you're going to be on time, all that stuff. And it's stressful.
Right.
And, you mentioned, as other people have had, I've got 2 or 3 appraiser friends who have had similar issues with really good friend of mine in North Carolina had to have heart surgery a couple of years ago.
Yep. Wow.
It could be a stressful job. But, Joel, the thing that I'm really kind of happily surprised about, You're a boots on the ground appraiser out there doing the work like most of us are. I'm assuming
Yes, sir.
you work by yourself mostly.
Yes, sir. I kind of teamed up with Bryant Graydon with
Okay.
Graydon Property Services, and he's kind of he kind of has taken me under his wing with, we with it's hard to be just a one person out there now.
Yeah.
It used to when I started 20 years ago. It wasn't as much. I guess. There was not as much bureaucracy in the forms.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
So, but now it's like, it's pretty restricted now. So, but, he and I, are able to bounce things off of one another, and, instead of just going, throwing darts in the dark,
Or
so to speak. So,
as I like to say, I've thought about this and I agree with myself.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
so the NAA, you hadn't even heard of the NAA. They found out probably through the grapevine that you had some issues as an appraiser, and they approached you and offered to help out.
Yes, and I didn't even know they existed. And I tell you what, that'll make you go to your knees again. And I was just so thankful. I mean, it was like it was just fantastic news that I had somebody like that in my corner, and I honestly I would contribute back to it. As time goes on,
I love
I
it.
would
Well,
definitely.
let me ask you this, Joel. Would you be comfortable recommending to appraisers across the country that they join the National Association of Appraisers?
Absolutely, absolutely. It is it's definitely it's it's better than insurance. Okay. I mean, insurance is good, but the way that they treated me was just with complete kindness and caring. And then they still call me and check on me from time to time and get an update from me. So far, I'm kind of sort of out of the woods, but I'm not in remission. But I really I keep talking to Bryant every day, going, "Hey, put me back on the roster, man. I'm ready to go." And that's only been 5 months ago, and I'm just ready to go. I'm bored.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go back to work, and appraising is my passion. So no matter how difficult the circumstances are,
I hear you.
some of them that you'd like to just go, oh gosh,
Yeah,
no, not this
yeah.
one.
Well, Joel, I can't thank you enough for being with me today and sharing your
Hey,
story.
that's no problem.
It's a very personal story, but here's the thing: for appraisers out there that are members of the NAA, know that the Appraisal Relief Fund actually does really good, actionable work to help and support boots on the ground appraisers across the country. And for those of you that are not members of the NAA, I encourage you. Of all of the appraisal organizations out there, the NAA is made up of and supports boots on the ground appraisers.
Right.
And again, I am a huge fan of the organization, so much so that I've gotten involved in the board of directors. I've been a member for quite some time, and again,
Right.
we're hosting the Appraisal Summit coming up in September 16th through 19th out in Las Vegas. Joel, thank you again for being here. I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate you sharing your story.
Hal, thank you very much for having me on.
All right, Chief. Have a good day. Again, the NAA, the Appraiser Relief Fund, doing good work for real boots on the ground appraisers like you and me.